Hello, my beautiful friends. Namaste. I'm Jill Loftus of Nuit Astrology. Welcome to your planetary energy forecast for the week of April the 15th, 2024. Well, this is an action-packed week. There's no way around it. There are a number of both positive and difficult energies floating around this week, but also the somewhat dramatic potentials that could be unleashed from the planet Jupiter, which expands and makes bigger whatever it touches, connecting with Uranus specifically to the degree and minute this week. Now, you're going to feel this energy all week. It could make certain things feel erratic. Definitely know where Taurus is in your chart, and of course, therefore, across the sky, Scorpio. So anywhere in those placements, you're really going to feel this need to have breakthroughs, to make something bigger, to kind of go bigger, go home. But make sure you have all the information. You know, there can be this kind of rebellious energy that comes with Uranian energy. It can feel like you're pushing against something. So the question is, what are you breaking through on? What are you breaking free from? Be aware and engage in all the higher levels of Tauran energy in order to manage this well by staying steady and grounded. But again, not engaging in the shadow of Taurus, which is staying stuck, immovable, inertia, right? Inertia will not stand this week. Now, there are several other powerful energies working this week. There's a lot of Aries energy, Chiron, Venus, a huge amount of energy focus there as well. And then we're also dealing with this, Jupiter-Uranus connection is going to get some really nice energy from Mars in Pisces. And so knowing where Pisces is in your area of life, you're going to feel the urge to move forward in some way. And it's like you feel the door cracking open, and it's going to give you the urge to step through it. And then as we finish the week, we've got the sun moving into the sign of Taurus, which, we're all going to be like, wow, nice. Taurus energy. Maybe that will chill things out, right? But then bam, the minute anything steps into Taurus, there's Pluto, newly in Aquarius, ready to square, ready to send angular energy. And so we're kind of understanding what that looks like for the next 20 years. And so we're paying attention to that. Then that could bring power struggles. That could bring issues with resources. Again, resources, money, things like that are very, very highlighted this week. And weather events. Again, even though we're moving away from the eclipse season and eclipse energy, we still could have some very dramatic weather events, dramatic technological breakthroughs, upgrades, sudden shocking things related to those types of matters as well. So let's break it down day by day. So on the 15th, we've got Mercury still backing up, right? Still retrograde, backs into Chiron. So another abundant opportunity to have these healing conversations, to really examine where you need to kind of tend to yourself, tend to your to the injured part of you, the part of you that doesn't feel whole or complete, how you need to talk about it, you need to think about it, and you need to not just ignore it, right? Now, the Venus is going to get very close to the karmic north node, bringing up even more any type of fissures or difficulties that you're having in your relationships. It's going to be really looking for that balance between the independent person and the merged person, right? The person who goes it alone and the person who collaborates with somebody else, right? Trying to find a nice balance there. But with the Chiron Mercury, it just brings this vibe of like wanting to really operate from those parts of us that hurt, that feel wounded. It's like a crying child curling up in their bedroom and hiding, right? We have to let that inner child of ours step out of those comfort zones so that we can address these issues, we can heal, we can move forward. All right. Now, we begin on the 16th on Tuesday to start to pick up that nice Mars connection to the Uranian and Jupiterian energy. Now, the only, Jupiter, every time I talk about Jupiter, I always say, don't go too big, don't go too far, don't go to extremes. You can see this door cracking open. You don't need to slam it open, right? Walk through it with wisdom. We have the precise meeting of Venus and the karmic north node in Aries on the 17th. So again, What is your value? What's important to you? What are you passionate about? Venus in Aries is very ardent. She wants what she wants and she's pursuing it. And so, maybe take and keep a little bit more of a grounded energy here as you slow things down. And, watch also, because when you have this many energies getting so packed close together in Aries, it's kind of hard to discern where you're, is this my Venus energy that's kind of firing? Is this the Mercurial energy? Is this Chiron? How are those, all those energies working together? All right. And then we've got that exact meeting of the Jupiter and Uranus, and that's on April the 20th. Now, if you know your chart, it's at 21 degrees of Taurus, but they're going to walk hand in hand for several days here. So this is not going to be like a one event, okay? This is going to be like a wave that you're going to feel, right? And eventually, starting next week, Jupiter moves much faster. Jupiter will be moving on. But interestingly enough, Uranus will start to be moving into new territory, places that it has yet to be in, degrees that it has yet to traverse, right? Remember, it went up to 23 and then paused and moved backwards. Well, starting in just a couple weeks, it's going to enter some new territory, activate some new energies in your chart. So take advantage of the synchronicities that come. Do not believe that anything is just luck. There's reasons, there's purpose, there's understanding. But you have to have a little bit of a light touch with things, just because it has to bring something surprising. You almost have to be shocked, right? I, for one, am playing the lottery. And then, as we get to the end of the week, we've got the Venus coming together with the Chiron, with the Aries energy. You felt this at the beginning of the week with Mercury touching Chiron, but now Venus is going to touch it too. And so that's going to bring more of a love energy, a more of a what's important to me energy, a more of like, what's going on with my value? Do you value me? Do you love me the way I love you? Are you loving me as passionately as I love you? Things like that. At the same time, that the Taurus energy picks up a little blessing by the sun moving into that, but walks right into that difficult angle with Pluto. So the end of the week in particular, you're going to feel that erratic energy, coming from that Tauran energy, and then you're going to have the Pluto energy sending some tough angles to that sun. So slow down, be responsive. Try not to engage in power struggles. Try not to get dragged into the darker impulses of particularly groupthink. Try to really be a wise steward of your money, of your time, of your energy. And this absolutely, I've been saying this for a long time. I have a video on astrology and preparedness. This is not a week to run around with, your car on empty and, only a jar of pickles in your fridge. Be an adult. Be ready, because there could be some disruptions this week that could ripple out even in the longer term. So, all right, well, let's take a look at the tarot. I hope that you stay steady and calm. Oh, and the light and shadow for the week, well, luck, blessings, potentials are here. So look for them. Also, I think you're going to make some decisions this week. Mercury's been retrograding. We've been getting all the old information coming back. People have been coming back into your life. At least they have been for me. And I think you're going to, I like to use the term compass heading. It's kind of like I've been filtering all this information through, and now I think you're going to maybe make some decisions this week about moving in a direction. And there will be powerful changes that occur this week that will ripple out throughout our lives for years to come. Now, as far as the shadow, avoid shadow Aries, anything. So immaturity, anger, arguments. Again, maturity. Not, as Kriyananda would say, don't grow old, grow up. All right, so be mature. 1, watch misdirected passions or unnecessary risks. Don't take unnecessary risks at this time. With this amount of energy and volatility, things could go sideways in a way that you just did not expect at all. But also the passions might be ignited with all this, Aries energy. So slow down a little bit. And then finally, the final shadow, there might be this inability to integrate this massive amount of energy change this week. It might feel a little overwhelming. And so make sure that you carve out some space and time for integration. If you're, have your toolbox ready. Oh, I feel angry. I'm going to take a power walk. I feel sad. I'm going to call a friend. I feel lonely. I'm going to go to the coffee shop and work today. I feel, hungry. I'm going to eat something nourishing, not garbage, right? Something really good for me because I know that this is going to help me stay stabilized, right? So anything that you can do to facilitate the integration of this new information that we're really steeping in this week will be helpful. All right, I'll see you in the tarot. Hello, my beautiful friends. Namaste, and welcome to your planetary energy forecast, the week of April the 15th. This is the Isis Lotus Tarot, trying to give us a little bit more information for the collective reading. So this gives us two potential ways to work with the energy. And yeah, it's a huge week of astrology. So I will take the guidance, please, right? All right. All right, ready to roll. The first card is the basic influence of the past. So kind of like where we're coming from. And that's the Sun. So you're trying to find this like way of being yourself in the world, of understanding, of being acknowledged, being able to bring your talents forward, your gifts, your talents, your abilities. And then you are the Queen of Wands. You're also like super focused on like taking care of things, nurturing. You probably have some family responsibilities. Even if you're not a female, you still have some family responsibilities that are influencing you this week. And the environment is Three of Pentacles. So you're working on something, right? We're building something for the future. Now, as these energies come together, we're getting the Eight of Cups, which I like to call the Tupac Shakur card. So this is telling us there's something you have to walk away from. All right? There's something as you're coming from this place of trying to to embrace your gifts and talents. You're trying to nurture them. And also pay attention to your other responsibilities. And you've made some progress, right? But there's something you've got to walk away from. It doesn't matter how much time and energy you put into it. Now, the key card of the future is the Empress. She is very fertile and very Venusian. So an interesting card to get, especially because Venus is in Aries right now. So there's something that you feel passionately about producing, creating. Now, opposing forces in play. First, we've got the Queen of Cups, the healer queen. And then we have another familial type card on the other side, the Four of Wands. So this thing that you want to create could have something to do with, an emotional fulfillment or wish, some way that you want to serve in the world, or it could be very much oriented towards finding the right environment. Now, the near future card. I'm getting two cards. I'm getting three cards. Woo! All right, near future. Six of Swords. You've got to find a way to move towards a better place, a safer place. Nine of Cups, something that makes you feel abundant. And then 10 of Swords also coming up. Potential here for something not to go the way you wanted, not to go the way you expected it to. Any loss. Think of it this week in terms of this is creating space for my future. Very interesting. Now the modifiers for this, the first card we're going to pull, on the Queen of Cups side, we have the King of Cups. So there could be a male energy around you who is influencing this situation. I mean, I guess, whatever gender you identify with, the queen wants her king, right? And on the Four of Wands side, we've got the Nine of Wands, which indicates you are moving in the right direction. Don't give up. Now, on that Queen of Cups, King of Cups side, we've got the Eight of Swords. Well, there could be some mental limitations, but remember, the swords aren't touching her. So this is very much of the worries that you have are not necessarily based in fact, and they are limiting your expansion and growth. So change your mind to change your life, right? And then over here, Four of Wands, Nine of Wands. Well, we've got the Chariot. it's time to get going. It's time to move forward. So absolutely, if you identified with this whole kind of Four of Wands pathway of having this like situation you're trying to create, it's just absolutely giving you the green light. You've got to go with it. Now, our two other possible progressions or outcomes here. All right. I've got the Three of Cups. All right. So, wow, this is with the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, something joyful, something that makes you happy. This is positive. Over here with the Four of Wands side, well, there's the Four of Swords. So this is interesting, especially because they also told you to get moving, right? But then they're saying, wait, wait, wait. So let's see the rest of the cards here. Paired with the Three of Cups on the Queen of Cups side, we have the Knight of Swords, approaching things logically. And then we've got more cards popping up. The cards have opinions this week. Over here on the Four of Wands side, where we have the Four of Swords, we've got the Seven of Wands, good boundaries, and we have the High Priestess. Well, well. All right. So very interesting spread for the week, as befitting the intensity of the week, right? So we started out with the Sun, your essence, and what that was what the past was, all right? And so then we're stepping into this role of the Queen of Wands, the architect of your life, the nurturer, like the gardener of your life. The environment, yeah, Three of Pentacles, you're working on things. And as these things come together, Eight of Cups, there's something you have to let go of to create space for the Empress, to create space to birth the new thing. Now, these two different things could go two different ways. One is more a dream or desire. One's a little bit more of an independent piece of work or project, I would think. And the other one has more to do with finding the right environment. So this Four of Wands might not necessarily be like a family. It could be the right business, the right friend groups, the right peers, right? Then we got all three cards here. We got the Six of Swords, we got the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Swords. So I would read this very much as, you know, as the future, the near future is coming. It's saying, look for opportunities to move towards things that really feel abundant to you. And when you do, other things will fall away. I feel like this will be very organic. Now, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, yeah, you might be working with a male energy or someone who kind of is a good companion or pair to you. So, and you might feel a little worried about it. It might not be coming together exactly the way you want. Try to not direct the mind to worry. Look for the things that are exciting, right? Use your intuition. And then once the intuition guides you to the right situation, then you need to take action and direct the mind to support what you want to create. So on the other side, we've got this Four of Wands, the right situation, right? Moving towards abundance, moving towards emotional fulfillment. Maybe something falls away. And then you'll realize, wow, I'm further along than I needed to be, but I'm probably going to have to work with somebody here. I'm going to have to work with others. This is more of a group effort. It's not just me. Now, I have to be ready for something. Something is coming. Four of Swords with the Seven of Wands. Well, those are both, I think of them as creating boundaries in some ways, boundaries or limitations or space. Remember, you know, even with the Empress, with the gestation, you need the womb, you need the space. And so as you move forward, wait for the right opportunity, create space for it, and know, here's the High Priestess, know that you are spiritually guided and held in this situation. Well, looks like an interesting week. All right, do your breathing, eat your vegetables, calm down. I'll see you next week. Bye.